Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is January 28th, 2021, and we're going to give you all an update on Polkadot today. There has been some things since our last talk about Polkadot that we need to address and let you all know about in order to get in position so we can capitalize on this next price movement in Polkadot. Now, before I go into that a little bit further, if this is your first time watching our video and you all appreciate our content, make sure before you go, you hit the like button, share the video, also subscribe to this channel. I would also recommend that you tap that bell notification so that YouTube will notify you of whenever we upload our content, so you always be in position as to what we're expecting the market to go. Now, we follow someone and we term him the trap because he lays out traps to catch us in some very bad positions so we lose money and he gains money. So we need to follow what he does. Now, if you haven't realized it, he literally lays down his ideas or how he's feeling every day and is listed and displayed by price bars and volume. Once you're able to interpret those two things, you do not need anything else to be a more proficient trader or investor. And you can even do it in any equitable market, whether it's cryptocurrency, stocks, commodities. If there's a price chart with bars and volume, you're able to capitalize on that price. So let's talk about Polkadot real quick. Okay, now the last time we did our video on Polkadot was during our lookout live stream session, which is done on Saturdays. We talked about Polkadot, and at that particular time, it was on the 16th of January. At that particular time, the market in Polkadot was in a massive movement higher price. You guys can see this ascending line that it got drawn on the chart. This is that time that we talked about the market in Polkadot, of how strong it was and that we really wasn't expecting it to last. The market cannot sustain that much price movement to go into perpetuity, to go into the future and last forever. It does not happen. So first thing we need to do to update the market as to what the trap is telling us is the market is not in that massive uptrend anymore, right? It is not trending as strong as it was when it started on the 13th of January and ended on the 16th. So 3 days of price action or trading, the trap saw the market go from $8 all the way up here towards $19 in 3 days. Now, you guys can already tell we broke that. We're simply trading to the right. The market is just trending sideways. So we're seeing a channel being created in the market in Polkadot. So that's the first thing that the trap is telling us to pay attention to. And that's what we're going to do. So you guys can already tell that support is right here at $15. Excellent. We appreciate him telling us where the market support area is in Polkadot. Now, how do we know that that area is support at the moment? Because look at all these daily price bars to where the market in Polkadot held support. He is telling us precisely that he does not want to break price below $15 right now. Now, the area of restriction is right here around 18. Right? But I'm going to bring it up there towards $19. There's a stronger area of restriction right here around 18, but the market eventually on 2 occasions was able to pass and trade past 18. So we're going to hold it towards $19 in Polkadot. And this is it. This is our expectations until we see the trap break either one of these lines. The expectation is for him to continue to trade this market in between those two lines. Now, right now, in between these two lines, the market is definitely emphasizing to us that there's more strength here. So the prospect at this current moment is for the market in Polkadot to continue to go higher in price, and that the breakage to the upside is more likely to occur than the breakage to the downside right now. But as we get closer to $18 to $19 and we see a little bit more weakness, then we understand that that restriction area of $19 is less likely that it's going to be broken to the upside. But we have to wait until we see that market get to $18, $19 to see what occurs, right? because we might just hit that as restriction again, come back down, and just see the market recycle all over again just to continue to trade within these two lines. That is what we're expecting. Okay, so let's look at the market on a different time frame real quick. Start off on a 3-day time frame. You guys can see this market. If we were to conclude this current 3-day price bar, I will still definitely look for the market in Polkadot to go higher in price, no doubt. On the 2-day time frame, let's see, the market is still here seeing some weakness, but for us to touch 15 and now we're trading above $16, that's all pretty good too. Okay, what about on the 5-day? 5-day is still hinting that we got a little bit of weakness here to deal with. Okay, that's why we can play this on the daily time frame and look for the market to go higher. But from the 3-day to 5-day time frame, we're still visualizing weakness in the market. So we cannot necessarily state that Polkadot is massively strong. It has strength, but you have to level it out some because it is not emphasized enough on the 3-day and the 5-day time frame. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play this on the daily time frame, right? So now we already know that ultimately $19 was restriction, but for this particular forecast package, we would TP some of the market around 18 because he has already established that 18 was hard for him to break above, and that would be about 6 3/4% profitability. So we're already in position for that. Also around 19 ultimately, and we're going to hold support at 15. So this is it, 50-50. From ultimately breaking $15 to the downside, which is 11% loss, or tagging out around $19, which is 12.25. We're in position. So this is the updated price prediction for Polkadot. We're looking for the market to go higher. $18 will be our first TP area, and then 19. And if the market continues to show a strength towards $18, $19, this whole channel is going to be broken to the upside, and Polkadot's going to continue to see higher and higher prices. So now it is your turn. What do you all see into the market in Polkadot? Are we going to go higher, lower, or just continue to trade within this range? Let everyone know with a comment in the comment section, and where would you take the profits in Polkadot so that we can get the lick and just get out the market and find another lick to grab. Let everyone else know. Make sure you maintain a profitability. Now go, just simply trade different.